The Royalton Bavaro is one of the hottest hotels in Punta Cana right now, and we're here to find out why it's so popular. We paid $201.48 for a luxury junior suite with balcony or terrace and a jacuzzi. But since we have the Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status, we were upgraded to a swim-up suite. The Royalton Bavaro is located about 29 minutes away from the Punta Cana airport in the Arenagorda area, which is an area with lots of resorts, but it's not a walking-friendly area outside the resort. The resort is close to downtown Punta Cana and the Bavaro area, but it's not within walking distance, so if you're planning to go into town, you have to arrange for transportation like an Uber or a taxi. Arenagorda, in our opinion, is one of the most beautiful beaches in Punta Cana. However, we did not love the beach right in front of the Royalton Bavaro. It's not as picture perfect as the one nearby at the Rio Republica. The resort has 4 pools, one infinity pool right by the beach, one shallow kids pool, the one called Royalton Pool, and the Diamond Members Only Pool. There are also 2 jacuzzis. The Royalton Bavaro offered a nice selection of pools with lots of sitting areas with shade. We especially liked the jacuzzis with their powerful bubble streams. They were super comfortable and relaxing. They are not heater, but who needs heat under the hot Punta Cana sun? There is a small water park right in the middle of the hotel, perfect for families with kids. It looked well maintained and clean, and families seemed to be having fun. There is also a huge lazy river, very similar to the one at the Ocean El Faro Hotel in Uvero Alto. But unlike that one, the one at the Royalton Bavaro did have enough floaties available. We had a lot of fun in the lazy river. Unfortunately, the current didn't seem to be working or they didn't turn it on, so you were forced to either be walking a little or kicking the water to propel yourself forward. There is also a very cool looking surf machine. It looked awesome and people seemed to be having a lot of fun. We really wanted to try it, but if you want to use it, you will have to pay an extra fee of $15 for 15 minutes or $30 for 30 minutes, or if you're a Diamond member, you can use it for free. After experiencing a very lively night show the night before at the Royalton Chic, we were really looking forward to the Royalton Bavaro's night show. There are 2 entertainment venues, the theater and the outdoor theater. We didn't get to experience the theater because it was damaged by Hurricane Fiona just a few days before. The night show took place in the outdoor theater. In our opinion, the show was a bit underwhelming. The outdoor theater is a huge 360-degree space, and there were not nearly enough performers to make it feel full. The sound equipment was also not enough to make you feel submerged in the experience. They also had some sound technical issues in the middle of the show, which made it even worse. It was a shame since there was a lovely lady singer with an amazing voice, which we didn't get to experience in its intended form. Overall, we didn't like the show and we went to bed early. The famous Martini Mix Bar is right next to the outdoor theater. It opens only at night and they seem to be preparing some cool looking drinks. Since the Royalton Bavaro doesn't have a disco, if people want to keep the party going, they head over to the Score Sports Bar to grab a drink and even grab a bite after dinner. If you want to just stroll around the resort at night, the grounds are really beautifully lit and have a kind of romantic atmosphere. We had heard some pretty good things about the food at the Royalton Bavaro, and we were really looking forward to trying it. There are 2 buffet restaurants in this resort. One called Oceanside, which was unfortunately closed due to Hurricane Fiona. It's right by the beach, and the views seem to be beautiful. During our stay, we were left with the Gourmet Marché Buffet restaurant. This one is located by the lobby, and it was open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The food at the buffet was okay, average. There were a good variety of options, but nothing too interesting. To be honest, it was a bit underwhelming. There are 3 a la carte restaurants, a steakhouse called Hunter, an Asian restaurant called Zen, and an Italian trattoria called Grazie. We tried the latter for dinner, and the food here was better than the buffet. I had a zucchini soup as an entree, which was only okay, but the pizza I tried was super good. John had a salmon pasta, which was delicious, and his entrees were also really good. We had 2 inconveniences at the Italian restaurant. My pizza arrived first, and almost 30 minutes later, John's pasta arrived. We were literally standing up to leave the restaurant because John was so hungry and we wanted to go to the buffet, but the waiter caught us just in time. John says his salmon was very good, but he did find 3 fish bones, which can be very dangerous. The restaurant's decoration was pretty generic. Usually, these specialty restaurants are beautifully decorated in Punta Cana resorts. Also, we think 3 a la carte restaurants is way too few for a resort this size. If you wanna grab a snack during the day, you can go to the coffee lounge. They have some good savory and sweet options. Special mention to the tuna sandwich, which was delicious. They also offer, of course, coffee and ice cream. You can also head over to the Score Sports Bar, which is open during the day, but you do have to order from a menu. The food here was below average. A nice addition is the food truck and grill by the pool. We didn't try the food here, but it looks like it was delicious because there was always a line. There are 5 bars nicely distributed around the resort, so whenever you fancy a drink, you're only steps away from a bar. The bartenders make some mean drinks, but they are a bit slow in their preparation. The check-in and check-out process was super fast. The front desk staff was super friendly and attentive. Shout out to Liselot, who was really helpful. Overall, the staff at the Royalton Bavaro was super friendly and always eager to help. We did experience a major hiccup during check-in because our room wasn't ready until 3:43 p.m., which is 43 minutes later than the promised 3 p.m. check-in time. Even if it was a busy weekend, we find this to be unacceptable. Rooms should be always ready by check-in time. The swim-up suite was beautifully decorated. We loved so many things about it. We loved the 2 rain shower heads and the huge space inside the shower. The privacy of the toilet was a plus. For some reason, some resorts in Punta Cana are now leaving an opening in the toilet door, reducing the privacy of this space. The bed and pillows were comfortable, not too firm but not too soft. The TV programming and signal was good, and the swim-up pool was amazing. The jacuzzi tub inside the room was also a nice addition. On the negative side, we couldn't use the room safe because some of the keypads didn't work. The room furniture overall felt worn down, especially the rugs by the bed were not nice at all. They looked so dirty that we even ended up hiding them under the bed. The reading lamps embedded in the bed frame were not in good shape and we didn't use them. Some drawers in the dresser couldn't be opened unless you applied some force, and the sofa in the sitting area had a stain. The worst part of our swim-up suite experience was a sewer-like smell that kept coming and going. We have no idea where it came from, but it was really disgusting. We don't know if this is something left behind by the effects of Hurricane Fiona, but we do find it interesting that the night before we stayed at the Royalton Chic, and it also had this same problem. Keep in mind that both hotels are very far apart and do not share any infrastructure. Nitpicking aside, we had a great time at the Royalton Bavaro in Punta Cana, and we give it an overall score of 8 out of 10. Now click here for a full tour of the Royalton Bavaro's areas and amenities.